Good day and welcome to Women on the Move Live. I'm your host, Kim McNair. Now, you know this show is for women who are in business, about business, and ready to do business. So if you're a small business owner, if you are an entrepreneur, if you are a pace setter in this community, this show is for you. So look, what I need you to do is call a friend, tweet a friend, hit them up on Facebook, hit them up on Instagram and let them know that Women on the Move Live is on the air. Well, my guest today is an actress. She's an entrepreneur. She is an author. I want you all to welcome Portia Ferguson. How you doing?
I'm great. How are you?
Good, good. I mean, I'm glad you had time to stop by and chat with me.
Thank you.
You look good.
Thank you.
That's always a good thing, lady, you know.
I know.
Well, look, you know, we like to get right into things when we're here. And I just wanted to know, you know, since with the acting side, when did you want to start acting? When did you begin?
I began when I came down here. I basically started studying under Dwayne Boyd, and I have also studied at Juilliard in New York and studied at Second City in Chicago. And basically, the studying is what helped me get to where I was, which is on Tyler Perry's show, Have and Have Nots.
Okay, okay. So prior to that, did you do any drama, anything in school? Did your mom have to say, girl, get out of the mirror?
Yeah, in school, I really did a lot of theater. We did dance and we did plays. And I just caught the bug when I saw All About the Benjamins, I must admit.
Wow,
yeah.
Get out, really?
Yeah, because it was the first time that I seen, you know, just action-packed with people who like us. And
okay, that's fine, that's fine.
Yeah, and it really like empowered me to be like, oh, okay, this is what I want to do.
Good, good. Well, like, you know, I mean, everybody's, you know, their walk is different. Some people, of course, they start younger. Some people, we have actors now that start in their 30s and older. So, you know, the business is just kind of, it really just depends on you within where you want to begin and get started. So that's good. All About the business. Okay, we got to Ice Cube about that. Okay. We need to let him know. He motivated you to want to do acting. How about that?
He did.
So, yes, you were on the Tyler Perry hit show. I see here that you were on Couples Night Out, The Game.
Yes.
Oh, so you're an experienced actor. You're doing some things.
Yeah, I've been very fortunate to have great opportunities and work with great people in this industry. I haven't had really any bad personal experiences.
Wow,
you know?
That is great. Well, that's good. That's good. And when they come, you'll know how to handle it.
Yeah,
you got to be able to bounce back, right?
Yeah.
Okay, that's a good thing. Now, the SWV biopic, I don't know if it's happened or happening. So how was that experience for you? Because the biopics are big now.
Well, I did the Lily biopic. The SWV biopic is still in the works, but Lily, she's doing her own, you know, she's releasing a book.
Okay, good.
And she's doing her own, she's telling her own story. And so basically I will be portraying her. And I'm excited about that. And, you know, she really has a moving story about how she just, you know, almost got into, you know, prostitution and, you know, the breakup. And it basically picks up from when she was younger to afterwards. And, you know, they're really close. You know, they're so close now.
Oh, wow. So that's going to be really good.
Yeah.
I can't wait for that. Now, do you sing? I just need to know because, you know, these biopics, they be singing. I know I heard you say you dance, but do you sing?
Yeah. I don't sing, but I rap.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Yeah, I rap.
Can you drop a little something for us?
Yeah,
Okay, she's going to do a little rap. Okay, come on.
Okay, clap.
Oh, I got to clap. Okay, okay.
He said he wait.
Go ahead.
Wait. Well, he said he loved me, and I think that he right. Because every time he come around, he changed my life. Got me in new cars, hotel 5 stars, new crib, and that do it big and never changing life.
Oh, girl, that's awesome.
Just a little something.
Okay. She rap.
Yeah.
She's an entrepreneur and an author. So tell us about this lovely children's book you have.
Yes, it's called Miss Princess Phoebe on Go with Relatable Friends.
Wow.
Yes.
And it's a book that for people that look like you.
Yeah.
Okay, so is it based on you or niece or just something?
It's just something that came in my mind. Like I have little cousins and they're so creative and they're so talented now. And growing up, I always watched, the Disney Channel.
Okay,
and,
yes. Oh, yes.
Just watch. And I just recently saw the movie Coco. So it brought back all these, colors and creativity. And basically Princess Phoebe just discovered her mother just got pregnant and had a baby brother named Donnie. And so,
so it's about the experience of her going from being the only child, now being a big sister.
Yeah, being the big sister. And
sharing that love.
Yes, and she loses his pacifier. And so her and her relatable friends at school are on an adventure. Like they're going through the jungle, they're fighting tigers and lions.
And bears.
Yes.
Oh my.
And they're just like trying to find this pacifier because she's trying to adjust to Donnie. And she loves her little brother, but he's sometimes like, she's like, this is me at first.
Oh my gosh, well this is good. It sounds like it's going to be a fabulous book.
It is.
Oh yes, and it's good to see the creative side, because a lot of people need to see that. And we all have a book inside of us. I got one, it's coming now, it's coming. But so I mean all that is good, but I did want to ask, because getting back just to the actor side, and I want to talk to you as an entrepreneur real quick. With Atlanta, being the Hollywood of the South, is there a lot of work here for people that are trying? Is plenty of work? I mean, are we good?
Yeah, it's like overflowing, like right now.
Okay,
like
overflowing. We like the overflow.
Yeah, we're overflowing. We're number one. We're number one right now. We're number one. So it's gonna be great. Yeah.
All right. So entrepreneur, tell me about your entrepreneurial adventure here.
Yes. Well, I have a pop-up shop called Living Connection. It's a sip and pop-up shop, and it will be in South Carolina that I'm doing, and I will be selling my match lash. These are
this is
premium
cute.
human hair and mink lashes. Those are yours.
Wow, mink. Oh, okay. Now I have to put it on. I can just put it on my eyes. Okay.
Yeah, and it's a
thank you so much. Look at that, entrepreneur, author. I mean, lashes. Lashes are a big thing, and yours look fabulous. So those are yours.
Yes, ma'am.
Wonderful. Well, look, guys, you have to go to womenonthemovetv.com to find out more about how to get the book, the lashes, all these wonderful things that Miss Portia Ferguson is doing. She's doing some amazing things. Aspiring actor. I mean, I love it. I love it. Thank you so much for coming to sit with me. Look, guys, we're going to take a break, and I'll be right back.
At Just For You, we provide a full range of women's services. We are passionate about providing personalized and attentive care to help our patients walk through the many phases of a woman's life. We provide preconceptual counseling, pregnancy and postpartum care, well woman exams, and menopause treatment, including bioidentical hormone therapy. We are located at 3976 Highway 42 in Locustville, Georgia.
Once upon a time, it's fairy tale BS designed to give us hope. I've had everything taken from me. My home, my family, my faith in humanity. And today, I take it all back.
Well, my next guest is an author. He's a leader. I want you all to meet Elam B. King. How you doing?
How are you?
All right. What's the B stand for?
We don't know each other like that yet.
I said that B. Oh, wow.
People
and you're a
always ask
speaker
that.
as well, so, I know you speak and do a lot of things. So a leader, what you leading?
I would say the leading that I'm doing right now is making sure that women understand how men truly think. I think that it's been a long time that some of the information has been released that women really don't know exactly the way that we're thinking. And so that's the reason for this particular book. Yeah.
Oh, the book. Oh, we're going to get to the book. All right, we're going to get to the book.
And jump right in.
Because it's important. So from New Jersey. Oh, my gosh, because I'm from New Jersey. Wow.
Born and raised. Yeah, Hackensack, New Jersey.
Wow.
And you can't get me back up there, I'm telling you right now.
No,
I don't
it's too
want
cold.
to
It's
have...
crazy. I can't.
anything to do. They just got, what, a couple of inches a couple of days ago?
Yeah, I don't understand what's going on. I'm glad. I mean, I actually left New Jersey and went to Florida. So I came here in 07.
Okay.
And I said, you know, when I got there, I said, I'll never pick up a shovel again. Then I said, I came to Atlanta. And they had a little ice thing, but it's okay. I still don't. I got a shovel, but it ain't for ice and snow. It's for digging in my yard.
Yeah. Nah, I came south to go to Hampton University, and then after that, you know, by that point, I'm grown now. I'm 21, right. So I said, no, you know what? Y'all pay how much for rent up there? No, I'm good.
No, I gotta go. Right. No, oh yeah. And everybody's coming this way. It's a whole lot of New Jerseyans, New Yorkers. Everybody's finding their way back down south. So. Yeah.
And then I tell people, don't come here no more. We full.
Right. We are full. Atlanta is full. Okay. Come visit, but you got to go. Listen, best-selling author. Can I say bestseller?
It's right around the corner from there, but yeah.
Understanding a Man. Oh wow. What are we? Okay. I mean, I mean, when you sat down and you said, "Look, I'm going to do the research. I'm going to put this together," because I guess it needs to be next to the Bible, right?
For women. Absolutely.
So it's the Bible, then how to understand a man.
Absolutely.
Okay. So what was the motivation behind it? Getting this going.
In 2016, I actually went to a women's conference by Adrienne Ebel. It was called Wifeability. And so just for that weekend, it was myself and 4 other gentlemen were picked to be on a panel.
Okay.
And the panel was at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Okay. So we all ate lunch together, which was at 1 o'clock, and it was all the food that would put you straight to sleep.
Wow.
Right? So my wife and I, we went to the conference, right? And so afterwards we ate or whatever, and from 2 to 3 the segment was called Understanding the Mind of a Man. It was about 100 women in the room. The mean age was 40, 45.
Okay.
So, and what they did was they asked questions and we answered. So 3 of us were married, 1 divorced, and 1 divorced remarried. So it was 5 of us.
Okay.
And so at the end of that hour, the women were on the edge of their seats, wanting for hey, can we do another hour? And as I looked around the room, I said, oh, wait a minute, you know, y'all like 45, y'all should already understand this, like what's going on? And then also, that's why I believe it was divinely put together. There was a book coach, was a vendor there. Because I said, okay. And my wife picked up the card and was just like, you've been talking about doing a book? And I'm like, okay. And that was the spark.
Wow, wow, cool. All right, so Understanding a Man. This is the book, Understanding a Man. I'm going to understand these men's. When I get through this book, I'm going to understand a lot. I mean.
Well, yeah, and that's why it's called understanding versus understand, because it's ongoing.
It's ongoing because it's a process. Okay,
Absolutely.
So we got to keep. So I know you can't keep them on the shelf. I mean, do people just stop you that know, like, man, talk to me? The women just say, can I talk to you for a minute? I'm going through this.
It actually happens just like that. It'll be, you know, to start having a conversation and then, hey, by the way, let me ask you a question. You know, I'm in this relationship. I'm like, wow. Here you go. But it's an assignment. Okay. So actually, you know, one thing that's important in life is that once you find your purpose, it's not work. You just automatically, and sometimes somebody's asking me a question. I'm like, what am I gonna say? And I open my mouth and stuff just comes out.
So you're an expert. Okay, move.
No, I don't.
Move, Steve. You got to go because Elam B. King. We don't know what the B stand for, but Elam B. King is on the rise. This could be a movie, bro. I know somebody got to be after you. Understanding a Man, what?
It's evolving, and it's a blessing. It really is, and
well,
it's a lot of fun.
When when we talked about it, I did breeze through it a little bit. You know, we're gonna get to that. But I mean, it's really good because you know, they say it's more women to men. Is that just Atlanta, or you feel like that's everywhere?
I mean, that's everywhere. Well, actually, in the world, if you really Google it, I think it's about 3.5 billion men, 3.5 billion women. It's really 1 to 1. So, but everybody but when it comes to single versus you know, available good men, if you will, then that's a evolving situation. That's a moving target. You really don't know, because what you consider as a good man is different than what somebody else considers as a good man.
That's
but even when I was putting the panel together for the men, what I did was I interviewed the type of men that, if you have a daughter, what type of man? This is the type of man that you would want to have at your, you know, Thanksgiving or kitchen table, you know, and say, oh, okay, good job, you know. Little Brittany or whatever, you brought in a good one, you know. So they're married, single, and divorced, you know, in all different walks of life, but you know, good men.
Good men. Good
men.
men.
We're the ones that normally don't talk. You know, we talk to each other, maybe at the restaurant watching the game or whatever, but we don't really express the way that we really feel about certain topics, where we hurt at. You know, ways that that we think, and so that's really what we're kind of giving you, that raw data, as if you're big brother. If you want to imagine yourself walking into a room, and standing around you are 24 big brothers that love you, and they're going to give you the real.
Oh,
that's
okay.
pretty
well,
much.
I mean, that's a show for women, you know, who are in business, about business, and ready to do business. So we definitely need to be understanding.
Oh yeah.
We need to understand the man on the other side of the table, you know, in corporate America. We need to understand who we're doing business with.
Absolutely.
So, you know, it's a lot. But look, we're going to take a break, and we're going to be right back with more of Elam B. King. Well, we are back. Elam?
Yes, ma'am.
Whoa, boy, this is for real, though.
Oh.
You know, this could be a whole 30 minutes, but, you know, we can't do that. We can't do that. But I wanted to, you know, I was flipping through the book.
Okay.
And chapter 11, speaking my language. Talk to me a little bit about that, because people may not understand, you know, you speaking, am I speaking your language, or you speaking my language?
Actually, both is important.
Okay.
What I did was you know, the love language, and that's something that you can Google online or whatever and look up the 5 love languages or whatever. But what's important is that the way you give love, all right, is different than how you might receive love.
All right.
And so you have to really understand who you are first. And I think that's a lot of times when people walk into a relationship, they're like, I want to be with somebody, I want to get married. Well, how do you actually receive love, first of all? So you got 5 different ways that happens. You got gifts, acts of kindness, physical touch, quality time, and words of affirmation. So everybody has a primary and a secondary.
Okay.
You like all of them, right?
But
there's a primary and a secondary. Like me, gifts is at the bottom of my list. You know, if you don't buy me anything, I'm actually good. Nothing for Christmas, I'm good. You know.
Good. Okay.
But words of affirmation is number 1 for me. And then comes physical touch. They kind of like 1 and 1.5 really for me.
Oh, wow.
I had been married about 5 years before it was like 08 before I even heard of the love languages. And we got married in 03. And I'm, you know, 30-something years old.
This is great.
Should know about it.
Yeah, you should know. All right, y'all should know. If you don't know, tonight, Google, get your love language. Y'all sit down and have a conversation. Glass of wine.
Oh, yeah.
And they can kind of talk about it.
Take the test.
Take the test. Take the test. Take the test. So, chapter 13, the importance of spirituality in your relationship. How do you feel about it? Because I know, you know, I'm single. And I know that at one point I was dating someone, and I was about going to church, and they thought that was, you know, you do your thing. They didn't think that we should do it together. So
let's just
I'm
go.
not dating them anymore. But
yeah, I mean, just pretty simple. You have to be evenly yoked at the end of the day. Whoever your deity is and whoever I worship, it should match. They cannot not match. I mean, at the end of the day, because you know, the principles that exist. Although there's a fine line of how, you know, whether let's just say one person is Christian, the other person is Muslim, or one person is Jewish. I mean, there's a fine line of commonality there, but at the end of the day, there's different principles. And just like with the love language, you have to understand the other person, and the more that you understand the person I mean, this is your life partner.
Right, that's right.
I think that when you're once you move into marriage, you actually literally start stacking up things that can work against you. So if that's one of the things where you're both Christian and this person goes to this church and this person goes to this church, at least you guys are worshiping in the same, you know, being, right?
Right.
But, you know, if again, let's say that, you know, you have that going on, then you don't know each other's love language, then, you know, you don't know how to.
Setting up for failure.
Yeah,
I mean, like, wow, we're going to be fussing and it's going to be powwow, bang,
You want to minimize that stuff.
Yes, we want to. I mean, this is really good. How about in someone meeting someone, you know, when you're meeting someone for the first time, you meet them, I should say going out on a date for the first time, what should some of the things that we should look for in that when we're going, I'm just getting there, we're here, hey, how you doing? And we're at dinner, you know, what should we look for? Of course, we want them to pull out the chair and all that, but what are some key elements?
Well, I think even before that, you have to make sure that you know what are your expectations, what do you want you know, and this is where it kind of can get a little dangerous because we talk about that in chapter 1, high standards stop the madness, because and we talk about that checklist, because that checklist can get you in trouble.
See?
So, you know, you have to, first of all, really know what you want. And I think, you know, when you're first meeting somebody, just have a conversation.
Just talk.
You don't need to sit there and unload. Do you want to have kids? Do you want to hold on. And that's actually the single men that are in there, they talk about that. Like, look, I mean, hold on, you jumping all the way into going down the aisle. Yeah, can I get to know you?
So they're in a hurry. They're moving a little too fast. They're putting the cart before the horse. That's what they're doing.
Because somebody told them that, you know, they're XYZ age, so you need to be married now. So hurry up and find somebody. And no.
Yeah, you do hear that. You do hear that. It's out there. So, and you have people that are saying, you know, my biological clock is ticking, or if they feel like they're past that point, they're like, you know, I'm not trying to grow old by myself.
And it's interesting when I hear stuff like that, because then I'll turn around and ask them, you know, questions with regard to understanding themselves, like the love language.
Wow.
So you don't even know how to be loved.
See, look
but
at
you
that.
want to go down the aisle. That's not going to work.
Okay. Oh, boy,
so,
this is amazing. Well, look, Elam, I thank you so much. Look,
Absolutely.
guys. Go to WOTM-TV.com so you can get I'm going to have the link on there, how you can talk to Mr. Elam. I mean, he's a great speaker, as you can see. We want to get you, I mean, we want the bestseller. We got to make this a bestseller tomorrow, all right? Look, thank you so much. I'm so glad that you had time to stop and sit with me.
Absolutely.
Look, guys, I'm going to take a break, and we'll be right back.
At Laser Lights Cosmetic Laser Center, your family. We offer a comprehensive menu of cosmetic procedures, from non-surgical fat reduction to laser hair removal. Our medical director, Dr. David Whiteman, along with our skilled medical team, provides top-notch care in a friendly, comforting environment. Hi, welcome to Laser Lights Cosmetic Laser Center. I'm Jackie Madison, the practice administrator here, and I'd like to welcome you to our family.
My next guest, she's an author, she's a mom, she's a native of New Jersey as well. Welcome in, Marie Kane. How you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you?
All right, New Jersey girl.
Yes, ma'am.
You know from New Jersey?
No, I didn't.
Wow, we just made our way on down.
Absolutely.
Huh? And you have the New York, New Jersey area.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. I was born in Queens and raised in New Jersey. Yes.
Okay, what part of Jersey? Where?
Lakehurst. If you ever heard the Hindenburg story, where the Hindenburg blew up, that's where I grew up.
Oh, wow.
That's the only thing we're known for.
You rocking that Queens.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Queens. So we hear that. Okay. Well, my father was born in Brooklyn, so and that's kind of how it is at home. You know, you kind of go to New York. You know, if you go just across the bridge, you go through the tunnel. It's a little cheaper.
That's right. That's right. That's right. Everybody do that.
They moved over that way.
Yeah.
So what brought you to Georgia, Atlanta?
Well, long story, but my mom divorced and relocated us down here. My grandparents were here, so we came down here. I went to college here, and I stayed. I love it. I love Atlanta. I love you can be in the country in 10 minutes. You can be back in the city. So I just love it.
Oh wow! Wow. So we kind of a peach, apple, peach.
Yeah, more of the apple.
Okay, but don't put the peach on.
Well, I have a tendency to be a peach too. It depends.
It depends. Okay. So because I didn't know, you know, if you came here just saying, you know what, I'm tired of the winter, I'm leaving. So you kind of was here when you at a younger age with your parents.
Absolutely. I moved here when I was about 18 or 19.
Okay.
So you know, I got the best of both worlds. I grew up in the cold, so I love the snow. I mean, I'm not afraid of the snow. I love it, but I also love the Atlanta spring.
Okay.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I
haven't shoveled in years. I don't want to see any shoveling.
No, that's why I have boys to shovel. I don't shovel.
All right. All right. How many children do you have?
I have 3. I have one in college. He's 19, and then I have 10-year-old twins.
All right, and you found time to write a book.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. You're a professor, so you're in the educational field.
Absolutely. I work for a local school system here, and but in the meantime, in my spare time, I write and I do just about anything. Absolutely.
Wow. So writing. So I mean, was that always a passion?
Absolutely. Absolutely. I started writing when I was younger. Actually won an award for my writing back in 8th grade, give or take, something like that.
Good.
And I kept doing it. When I got in high school, I started collaborating a book of different stories that I had. And then, of course, when you know, life happens. You get married, you have kids.
Yes, life happens.
And so everything kind of got put on the shelf. But then, you know, after a few years of being married, I was trying to find me again. And it was suggested that I find what my passion was. And I remembered my blue notebook that I had all of my stories in. So I started pulling them out, and this is the result.
Wow, a perfect combination.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Wow, look at that.
Absolutely, I'm so proud of that.
Wow, this is family is everything.
Absolutely.
So is this? It's a fiction.
Absolutely, yes.
And it's based on what? I mean, is it? Are you in here? Are you? Is that you? Is she you?
Well, I must say all of my writing, because this is not the only one that I have, but all of my writing, I do incorporate some of my own experiences into my storylines. It is not about me, but but I am in there. Because some of it is personal, so some of it is from my own experience. Some of it is what I would like to have happen. You know, so I kind of. You know, just kind of put myself in there and see where I go.
So it's about a young lady who's kind of brought up in the high society, but then finds herself on the other side of the tracks.
Absolutely, absolutely.
And then she really finds out what life is all about.
Absolutely, she has a new journey that she's not comfortable with. So she, you know, goes on this journey and she finds faith, she finds love, and she finds a new sense of family. And family is everything. Family is everything to me, as well as family is everything to her. In addition to that, because I've used elements of the original Black Panther movement in the storyline, I do give a little history lesson in the back of the book, because a lot of people don't know the true Black Panther, where it got started, what their ethics were in the beginning. Everybody knows them for the guns and violence.
Yeah,
and
but they were about educating the community.
Absolutely.
They did breakfast. They had the breakfasts. I mean, for education. They were all about community.
Absolutely.
So I remember. I know a little bit. There's a lot of people that don't.
Absolutely. And I've had several people who've already read it, and they've come back to me like, oh my God, I didn't know. I didn't know anything about the Black Panther movement. And but I just felt like it was important for the storyline. In this day and age, you know, we've got police corruption, we've got so many things going on, and I have put everything in there, you know, to kind of play on what everybody knows, what everybody's comfortable with, what everybody's seeing on this day and age. So the book is not necessarily set in a certain city, but it is set in any metropolitan city, so it can happen anywhere and to anyone.
Look at that. Wow, I can see this as a movie, a theatrical series. This is great. I mean, this is great TV, great reading. And I mean, you have a theatrical trailer. That's something that authors don't do.
No, my creative director suggested to do something different, something out of the box. So we actually produced a trailer.
Wow.
It's about a minute or so long. It's actually on my Facebook page, Anne-Marie Kane. And you can check out the trailer. And then also, you know, it has a Shop Now button, so they can purchase the book directly from my Facebook page if they want to. Absolutely.
All right, well, I'm going to have all that there, and you guys will get to see that. I'm going to be running, and I'm going to be, you're going to see what this is all about. This is great. I mean, I can't say I'm proud more than enough, and we need to say that to one another.
Absolutely.
You know, I need to let you know that I'm proud of you and what you're doing, and I support you and what you're doing, and I think we need to do more of that as women, because I'm all about women empowerment. I'm all about uplifting, you know, and inspiring, and that's what this platform is for. So I thank you for what you have done in your service.
Thank you.
Well, I want to thank all of my guests today. As you can see, it was an author series. I want to thank Portia Ferguson, Elam B. King, and Anne-Marie Kane for stopping by to tell us about the amazing books that they have written. And I'm just in awe. Listen, continue to watch each and every week Women on the Move Live. It's being brought to you by AARP of Georgia. That's right. So I'll see you all next week.